You're listening to
Super, whatever the infernal thing is.
Supercalifragilistic Awesome Disney Podcast. Each week, we're going to talk about three things. In Main Street USA, we'll talk about the latest Disney news.
I assumed you knew, darling. Why would he keep secrets from you?
In Tomorrowland, we'll talk about the things we're looking forward to.
I got your back, chosen one. Go save the world.
And World Showcase is dedicated to our favorite Disney adventures.
Oh, this is just too good.
So let's get this show on the road.
Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas.
Hey there, everybody. This is Chris.
And I'm Kelly.
Kelly, I'm digging your Mickey ears tonight.
Thank you. I call him my jazz head Mickey. We saw him in the Emporium, like on our very last day, and I just snatched them up.
I think they're brand new, like in the parks, and I love them.
I do too. I'm a big fan of them. I'm also a huge fan of your classic Mickey tee. You look very handsome.
Appreciate it. Okay, Main Street USA.
Let's hit
This
it.
week we got a few things to cover here. Big good news here is that the Actors Equity Union, who represents about 750 Disney actors and performers, they've come to an agreement where Disney and the union are going to have the actors go back to work.
Oh, great.
So shows like Festival of the Lion King, the Beauty and the Beast show, all the shows where they actually have acting talent.
Like live actors,
Yeah, they're coming back. Disney partnered with the state of Florida to provide a COVID-19 testing site on Disney property. Okay. They're going to offer free testing to all cast members and their immediate families. Technically, it's open to all Florida residents.
Wow.
But so that met the biggest requirement from the union, and so we should see some of those shows coming back online, because we saw while we were there that they can seat people in a theater setting.
Yeah, they can socially distance inside a theater.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll see that coming back online really soon.
Right.
Epcot Construction, one of the Imagineers, posted a picture on the socials of the throwback crystal prism pylons in front of Spaceship Earth.
So cool.
Yeah. Those really give you the feels for back in time there.
Looks really awesome.
And so they're just sort of redoing the whole entrance back to the way. It's sort of a throwback to the early 80s when Epcot first opened. And they're redoing that fountain, and it should be really, really cool.
You know, it's funny. I saw that picture, and being my mother's daughter, the first thing I thought was, somebody's going to have to clean that every day.
Yeah, I know.
Like, it's going to get dirty.
Yep. And that, sometimes that stuff
clear.
It's so clear. I know. I worry about it getting like foggy and cloudy looking. That's sort of what happened to the old ones.
Right. No, you can't do that. Well,
I just assume they've got better technology now.
I assume they have cleaners.
MLS, Major League Soccer, finished their MLS is Back tournament on Disney property. They were all bubbled. They had this great tournament. I thoroughly enjoyed watching it for the last month and a half.
Yeah, you have been.
And so the Portland Timbers, who won the championship, played the Orlando City Soccer Club or football club. And to sort of say good luck to the teams and wish them a good final match, Imagineers lit the castle up in one half purple for Orlando and one half green for the Portland Timbers.
Oh, now that's nice.
Which was really cool. Yeah, that was neat. 3 more restaurants are set to open at Disney Springs. Actually, they opened just a couple days ago.
Okay.
They all open up just for dinner, 5 to 10 o'clock, and one is Maria and Enzo's Ristorante, which is an Italian joint.
Disney Springs, right?
Disney Springs,
yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Also Enzo's Hideaway, which is sort of kind of like a speakeasy type lounge and bar where you can, like a lot of the lounges, you can order food off the Maria and Enzo's menu. And the Edison. I know.
Oh, we love the Edison.
We love the Edison. So the Edison is sort of a steampunky restaurant. And I didn't realize this until I was reading up on it, but it's actually themed after the Edison venue in L.A.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, so really kind of a cool deal there that I didn't know about, but it's open now, and people can go and get that rasher of bacon. Look it up. You won't regret it. Reflections. So Reflections was a lakeside, a Disney Lakeside Lodge was what it's called. Reflections, a Disney Lakeside Lodge.
Okay.
Was a new DVC joint, new DVC resort. They were opening, or they were starting to build.
Ah, okay.
We've actually seen some construction. It's over there near Fort Wilderness, and you can see if you're riding one of the buses into the Magic Kingdom, you can see where they cleared land out there on the right-hand side. But apparently that project is now kind of in limbo. They don't know what's going to happen with that. So that's a shame there, because I think I was looking forward to it. Some of the artist renderings were cool.
I can imagine, though, that building a new DVC property right now has got to be questionable.
Right.
Yeah.
Some good news that on August 24th, the Stormalong Bay pool at the Yacht and Beach Club Resorts is going to be opening back up.
Nice.
Yep.
That's the best pool in all of Disney
I think
property.
so. Yeah.
Best pool in all of Disney property.
First, it's humongous.
Yes.
It's got a sand bottom, a long lazy river, and probably the best slide in all of the parks.
Yes. No, it's the best pool in all of Disney properties.
So until then, up until now, and until August 24th, anyone that's staying at those properties, which right now it's really just DVC members at the Beach Club Villas.
Right.
They're allowed to use any of the leisure pools at the Beach or Yacht Club, which are the smaller pools that are maybe closer to some of the more stretched out rooms. Or they can actually go over to Boardwalk and use the creepy pool, the Luna Park pool with the scariest clown in the world.
Okay.
So, but in just a few days, Stormalong Bay will be open and all will be happy.
That's great.
And at Disneyland out in California, they've had to push back anyone that had reservations prior to September the 5th. They had to change them or cancel them or whatever. The line now is September 5th. Disney's hoping that anyone after that will eventually still be able to come and have a good time, but that's only a few weeks away. So,
man, 2020 is crazy.
I know, it is crazy.
Gosh.
So. Okay, well, so that's it for Main Street. You got anything?
No, let's hit Tomorrowland.
Okay, all right. I'm looking forward to it.
So last night, you and I were watching some videos on YouTube of people eating in the parks, like we like to do.
We love to do that.
Right. And one of the things I said to you was, you know what? Would you be open to the next time we go to Animal Kingdom, we just eat the park? Right.
And I said.
Yeah, you said yeah.
I said absolutely.
Right, like. Forget the rides, forget the shows, do none of that. We're literally just there to eat and drink because Animal Kingdom is so underrated. Now, so I realized that last week I talked about the fact that Animal Kingdom is a sleeper for snacks. Mm-hmm. And now I did that as part of a World Showcase, meaning I've had the snacks that I mentioned.
Yes.
Okay, so this week I wanted to go slightly different than that in Tomorrowland. We're still at Animal Kingdom.
Okay.
But I believe I have built for us what may be the perfect lunch, and I'm using the lunch in quotes because it doesn't still have to be a full lunch, and evening meal at Animal Kingdom. Okay, so this is my Tomorrowland. These are two things neither of us have ever done, but we've talked about it a couple of times. Okay, so first of all, I want us to hit that Satuli Canteen across from Pongu Pongu, right over there next to the Pandora rides.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
So I want us to hit that. Couple of options. Here's why I want you to hit it.
Okay.
Have you ever looked at the menu?
I've never even paid attention to it except as a place to sit.
Oh, I know. I've sat there through many a rainstorms. This is what's exciting. They have those Chinese bao buns.
Ooh, I like those.
As cheeseburgers.
Oh, come on.
Yes, steamed cheeseburger pod, stuffed with ground beef, ketchup, mustard, pickle, cheddar cheese, and served with a crunchy vegetable slaw and vegetable chips.
Oh, that sounds good.
Right, so going along with the Animal Kingdom theme, this is not your typical cheeseburger.
Of course.
Not your typical cheeseburger sides. Right? Everything's just slightly quirky and animal-like.
Especially since it's in the Pandora section of the park.
Right. And as I was looking through some of the menus, I was also, at first I was surprised at all of the plant-based options I saw. But then I was like, duh, this is Animal Kingdom. Should we not all be eating plant-based all day long? So that's the first one I thought, the bao buns for you. They also have a slow-roasted sliced grilled beef marinated in a blend of garlic, herbs, red pepper, spice, and red wine vinegar, topped with a crunchy vegetable slaw and boba balls. served with your choice of base and sauce.
That sounds delightful.
I am so into the boba balls these days.
I'm
obsessed with them.
I think in one of those videos we saw, they had like
The drink and Mickey's Very Merry.
Yeah, but even in the meal from Centuli Canteen,
Yes,
it was
on top.
like strawberry balsamic
Yes.
boba balls.
Yes. Okay, so those are the two options you've got.
Okay, all right.
I think you should go with the bao buns, but I'll leave that up to you.
Oh, thanks.
I'm going to have the chili spiced crispy fried tofu bowl.
Uh-huh.
Crispy fried tofu seasoned with a chili spice topped with crunchy vegetable slaw and boba balls served with your choice of base and sauce. Now, I think base is like rice.
Probably.
Right? Okay. And sauce. So I'm pretty excited about that. You don't typically find a crispy fried tofu bowl with vegetable slaw in a theme park.
Not in a theme park. No.
Right?
I wonder if one of the bases would be some kind of noodle.
Maybe. Ooh. So they also have a couple of desserts. They have a blueberry cream cheese mousse with a passion fruit curd. And they have a chocolate cake with a crunchy cookie layer and a banana cream topping. I think maybe you should get one and I get one and we try both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
They also have a lot of ales there. I mean,
Okay.
a full menu of ales and wines.
Really?
Yeah, right. Again, theme park, not what you expect. I think I'm going to go with the Dreamwalker Sangria. This is a refreshing white sangria with a hint of blue curacao.
Not to mention you've never seen a sangria you didn't like.
I've never yet met a sangria I did not like. So I'm going to go with the Dreamwalker Sangria. I think you should try the Banshee Chardonnay.
Okay.
You've never met a Chardonnay you didn't like.
That's right.
So anyway, so that's going to be our lunch, and I'm putting that in quotes.
Okay.
We may not leave that corner of Pandora from like 8 to noon. Right? We might start out with the Pongu stand and the
With the
Lumpias
lumpia.
and the 2 margaritas.
Uh-huh.
And then as we're just sitting at Satuli's Camping, just go ahead and place the order
Right.
for lunch. I'll bring that out. Okay, but then we have to eat our way around, right?
Sure.
Okay.
Have to.
Well, that's what we said we're going to do. We're going to eat the park.
Yep.
Okay. But you and I have often talked about Tiffin's there as
Yes.
being, it's an amazing
Yes.
top end restaurant. Like we normally do, Le Cellier, Brown Derby, Tutto Italia. We've
Right.
got a lot of other restaurants that we go to when we're looking for a nice
But
meal.
I hear good things about Tiffin's.
I hear good things about Tiffin's too. But I hear better things about the Nomad Lounge.
Yes, me
Which
too.
is attached to Tiffin's.
Yep.
So that's what we're going to do. So Tiffin's is known for the their surf and turf, which is $65.
Okay.
Or their octopus
Yes.
appetizer,
Mm-hmm.
which is $14.
Yeah, I'm actually interested in that.
Do you think when they bring it out, they go, you guys made me ink?
If they don't, they should.
Yeah. So instead of going to Tiffin's, which is a fairly high-end restaurant, I think we should hit the Nomad Lounge.
I agree with you.
Which is attached to Tiffin's, because one of the things that Tiffin's is really known for is their bread service.
Yes.
Right? So the bread service you can get at the Nomad Lounge. You can also get Impossible sliders with the chipotle aioli and yuca fries, and a basket of churros with vanilla crema and a chili strawberry sauce.
Why would anybody eat at Tiffin's if they could just go into the
Trying to figure out. This is all my major food groups: bread, Impossible
churros.
meat, and churros. It's my 3 major food groups. So the bread service is really well known. So it comes with 3 different types of bread and 3 different types of sauces. The breads are a pomegranate focaccia bread, which is a Tiffin's signature recipe. Then you get like a crispy piece of baked pita, sort of like a tortilla chip kind of a situation. And then a veggie pita bread, which is softer but still stiff enough to hold the spices or whatever. Red pepper hummus, spiced coriander yogurt, and a ginger pear chutney. So that's what I'm saying is we just go straight to the Nomad Lounge. We're going to order the bread service, the Impossible sliders, and the churros.
Yes.
Dinner. Now, they have a fairly extensive libation menu.
Right.
I picked out a few that I thought we might be interested in. But so that's the idea with the Nomad Lounge is these are drinks you can't get anywhere else on Disney property. These are unique to not just Animal Kingdom, but to Nomad Lounge.
Cool.
Right? So first of all, I'm going to need the Mustang Coffee, which is Crown Royal, brown sugar, and butter with hot coffee.
Oh.
Butter and hot coffee is very underrated.
It is. And I can imagine that the
It's amazing.
Crown Royal,
Yes.
it would be something else there.
I'm going to need that.
Okay.
I may need it before we go back.
Sure.
In fact, Leaping Lizard. This is very well known. They are the Leaping Lizard. Malibu pineapple rum with something I can't pronounce, with orange, passion fruit, and mango juices.
Okay.
Yeah. The Hightower Rocks. Casa Dragones Blanco Tequila. Watermelon, sweet and sour, and lime juice. This is cool. It comes with like a slice of watermelon over the edge of the glass. It's a red drink. It looks really cool. This one I'm excited about. It's called Jen's Tattoo, which, can I just meet Jen? I want to meet Jen.
Yeah.
Kettle One vodka, watermelon, hibiscus, and lime juice.
Oh, wow.
I think it sounds lovely, Jen. And if that's your tattoo, I want it too. Get me one. This one, Snow Leopard Salvation. This one's fun because it uses snow leopard vodka, which a portion of the proceeds go to help preserve snow leopards.
Oh, no kidding.
So come on,
Just got to
we
do
need
that
you
for
need
the-
to order that just for the donation. It also comes with a pear liqueur, mint, and lime juice topped with a ginger beer. And they say that if you're not a huge fan of the ginger beer, which I'm really not, that it's not overpowering, that you would still like it.
Okay.
They also have a sangria, a South American sangria made with a Susana Rosé, a pisco,
Yeah.
and fresh fruit.
Wherever we can get some pisco, we need to do that.
Pisco is where it's at. Tempting Tigress, I thought you might want this. Russell's Reserve 10-year bourbon.
Okay.
St. Elizabeth Allspice Dram, tamarind syrup, and lime juice.
Okay.
I thought that sounded like you.
Yeah, I'll go for it.
So I think that's my Tomorrowland. It is what I'm going to call our dream lunch dinner combination at Animal Kingdom.
I'm for it, man.
None of which we've ever had,
Nope.
which all seems like a massive mistake. Epic fail.
I think that's very well done. I'm for it. I'm down.
Let's
Let's
do it.
Let's do that.
Okay. All
Just
right.
a few months.
Let's hit World Showcase.
Okay, so I don't know that this podcast needs to be just a food podcast,
But
it
appears that
seems
all
to
of
be
my
going that way.
segments- It appears that all of my segments focus on
Well, it appears that this entire episode's focused on the food.
Ooh, maybe a new favorite episode.
Yeah. So, okay. Right away, just put out there that I wouldn't have gone to Disney so many times in my life if I weren't nostalgic for Disney. Disney creates nostalgia in me like nobody else does, right? I love it. I love that feeling of walking on the main street for the first time or every trip. Right. So Disney does nostalgia as well, if not better than anybody. And that's why this Hollywood Studios restaurant ranks really high on my list of things to consider when going on any trip to Disney. So what restaurant am I talking about?
I'm leaning towards the sci-fi.
That's
movie
because you
theater.
know me so well. I would assume that people would think, oh, nostalgia, 50s Primetime Cafe. No, I'm down with the sci-fi. The Sci-Fi Dine-In theater is really right in
that's where
my-
it's at. No, we've been to 50s Primetime, and it was great.
It's great. It's great. I might even do a World Showcase one day on the 50s Primetime because we've had some good times there.
Sure.
But my place at Hollywood Studios is the Sci-Fi
Sci-Fi.
Dine-In
Yeah.
theater.
Yeah.
So this
Nothing
place
like it.
opened on April 20th, 1991. So almost 30 years.
Wow.
I know. And it may be due for an update, but the whole idea is that it's from the 50s and 60s.
Right.
You can find it on Commissary Lane in Hollywood Studios. It's right around the corner from Star Tours. If you're walking by Star Tours on your way to Galaxy's Edge, look off to the right. You'll see the Sci-Fi Dine-In Theater. It's based on the old drive-in movie theaters from the 50s and 60s. Have you ever been into do you remember ever going to a drive-in theater?
No, but I believe they have some in towns near us, and I wouldn't be surprised if they don't sort of make a comeback here.
I think they are making a
in
comeback.
the midst of COVID.
There's a restaurant in New York that has actually turned its restaurant into a drive-in movie theater.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I like the idea of them. I remember going when I was really little. We had one in my hometown. So the dining booths where you sit, they resemble like convertible cars from the 50s and 60s. You sit in the car, and the car hops come up and they take your order, and some of them are even on roller skates. And sort of the back of the drive-in theater is the snack bar, and that to me, like, this is not what you would call fine dining.
No.
It is. You do need a reservation.
Yes.
To get in there.
Yes.
Because it's popular, but this would be called Chris's kind of food.
I would call it fun dining.
Fun dining, yeah. Oh, fine dining,
like that
fun
play
dining.
on
I
there?
really like that. I like what you were doing.
That's why I get
there.
paid the big bucks.
That's right. So, while you're eating, you feel like you're sitting at a drive-in theater. So there's a big, huge movie theater at the front, in front of all the cars, that's showing all these old 50s and 60s era B-movie science fiction clips,
Or like horror movie.
old horror movies, and like just clips of them, right? Just enough to get a taste of it, and then some commercials and things like that. So, one of my favorite things about this place is something that Disney does better than anybody, and it's to make the inside feel like outside.
Yeah.
They do it at Mexico's Pavilion in Epcot. They do it in Peter Pan's Flight.
Yep.
And this is another one where you walk into the restaurant, you walk to, or like around the behind of the movie screen, and then you walk into the drive-in theater, and you feel like you're sitting outside with a bunch of cars, and it just feels wonderful.
It's
to
a
me.
fun feeling, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a fun atmosphere for sure.
So B movies are on the screen, so you're watching all these B movies. Any idea why they call them B movies?
They call them B movies?
Yeah, these are all B movie science fiction.
Why?
So B movies back in Hollywood's golden era, when they really did lots of double features in movie theaters, the B movie was the second feature that they would send along with the movie that had all the top level stars. So this had second level or B level stars. The idea is like the B side of an old 45 record, right? This is the B movie that went with the headline movie in a double feature.
Can I just say that in my food segments, we talk about food, and in your food segments, we talk about trivia and atmosphere.
We're about to talk about the food. So, the best movies: Catwoman from the Moon, Robot Monster, Invasion of the Saucer Men. These are the movie clips that they're showing. I love them.
Yeah.
Okay, so the food. Like I said, you're going to need reservations, but it's not fine dining. It's
Fun dining.
Fun dining, right. Food comes out of a snack bar, but it's a punched up snack bar. These are burgers, but
I've never even noticed that it came from a snack bar.
Yeah, it comes from a snack bar at the back. Right now they have a limited menu because of COVID, right? So they used to have a New York strip. They used to have a cheesesteak. Those are off the menu now. In the desserts, they used to have a sugar-free lemon cheesecake with blueberry compote. Yeah, that they've taken off the menu, and a s'mores brownie with vanilla ice cream that they've taken off the menu.
Oh, now that one's a shame. The other three I've never even heard of.
Yeah, I know. So for appetizers, they've got fried dill pickles.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, with horseradish dipping sauce. They've got a shrimp and crab fondue, shrimp with melty cheeses and roasted red pepper, fresh dill, served with tortilla. Listen at you. Tortilla chips. Wedge salad. It's a traditional wedge salad, not like the cool wedge salad you had last week.
Yeah.
I'm actually thoroughly impressed with how the Sci Fi Dine In Theater does with plant-based and vegan options on the appetizer menu. They've got something called an island cake. It used to be called the crabless crab cake, and so this is actually a vegan crab cake that comes with like a remoulade, like a spicy aioli remoulade. Yeah,
I'd give it a go.
It looked really good. They used to also have a big stack of onion rings that just
Oh yes,
snack
no, I
bar.
remember that. Yes,
Yeah, that's not on the menu right now.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
entrees. So right now, because they've taken the steak and the
Burgers.
cheesesteak, it's burgers. They've got a couple of pastas. So they've got
I did not realize that. I really thought it was just burgers in there.
no, they have a pan seared shrimp or a grilled chicken pasta.
Wow.
Yep. It's got whole wheat penne pasta with smoked tomatoes, 4-cheese cream sauce, baby kale, fennels, zucchini, red bell peppers, and it can also come meatless, altogether meatless. So
Okay.
they've got an oven roasted turkey sandwich, house brined herb roasted turkey served on a fresh baked multigrain croissant.
Yeah, that's not a snack bar.
No, it's
That's
it's,
nice.
They do a better job there. Yeah, and then they've got a bunch of burgers. They've got the barbecue burger. That's sort of their big signature burger.
Yeah.
They've got a beef and blue burger, which comes with blue cheese crumbles and onion marmalade, like a homemade
Oh,
onion
wow.
marmalade. Flying saucer Impossible Burger.
See,
So-
they didn't have that the last time we
Nope,
were there.
nope,
They
but
definitely didn't.
They've got it now.
Which I'm cool with because I can just eat the fries, the fried pickles, and the milkshakes.
So the milkshakes,
I've never left there hungry.
they have in their dessert menu, they have a vegan cookie shake. How
A
about that?
vegan shake.
A vegan
How is that
shake.
even possible?
So here's what it is. It is a non-dairy milk and an Enjoy Life brand vegan cookie topped with coconut whipped cream. So, yeah.
I mean, if we went, I would feel compelled.
Obligated to try it.
Yes.
I know. They've also got a house-made sci-fi candy bar, which is a cookies and cream sort of mousse that's been like frozen or very cold, so that it holds its shape, covered with ganache and chocolate sauce. So it actually looks like
they
a
do.
very high-end candy bar.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good. And a warm glazed donut served with cinnamon apples, vanilla ice cream, and caramel sauce. I know. I know. So
What flavors of shakes do they offer?
they don't have a lot of shakes on their menu right now. Just the cookie shake.
The cookie shake is the only one on the menu?
It's the only one I saw on the menu today.
No, now that is blasphemous.
That's a shame. I know. Normally on their menu, when it's not, when it's pre-pandemic or hopefully post-pandemic, they also have a vegan tofu lettuce cups, which with little fried pieces of tofu.
I'd give that a go. I'm
And
telling you,
they-
nobody fries tofu like Disney. They've got it down. They
I
know what they're doing.
I know. And then they've also got a vegan falafel burger. Now, we've had some falafel at Disney that wasn't
It's
great.
questionable.
But I have a feeling that this would be better.
I'd go back. I feel like we haven't been to Sci-Fi in a while, and that menu is calling me.
Yeah. There's a lot of plant-based options that I wasn't aware of.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Okay.
so
Great World Showcase.
yeah, that's our show for this week.
Yes.
Um,
Well, we hope y'all enjoyed it as much as we
and-
did.
Yep. And if you did enjoy it, please run out to iTunes, give us a rating, give us a review, let us know how we're doing, and it really, really helps us.
It does. And if you're looking for more things Disney, please visit scfadp.com. That's S for super, C for Cali, F for fragilistic, A for awesome, D for Disney, P for podcast. This week we've got a quick little recipe video coming, right?
Yep. Yeah. We're going to make the s'mores milkshake from the deluxe burger at Disney Springs.
Yum.
Yeah.
Okay.
So keep an eye out for that on the website. Keep an eye out for that on YouTube. Also, join us on the conversation every day on Instagram and Twitter at SCFADP.
Yes, we would love to hear from you.
And with that, we hope to see you real soon.